Hi, I'm Managing Editor Dan Day, and welcome to today's edition for Wednesday, October 4th. At the Modesto Bee, we're always in the market for a good human interest story. And on Tuesday, we found this one.
God's people say.
30-year-old Michael Hernandez wanted to propose to 26-year-old Allison Steelman in a special way. On Tuesday morning, Michael waited patiently outside of Allison's workplace to pop the question.
It was just something I thought that, if I took her out to dinner, that she would know, what was going to happen at that time. And so we just kind of frantically try to think of something where we can involve everybody and that they could really share in the moment. And when she's in there, people were there and they can be excited along with her.
Allison's co-workers at Medical Ambassadors International were in on the surprise proposal.
Mike talked to me the other day and just asked me to make sure that everybody in the office knew about it, kept it hush-hush so she didn't find out. And then my job was just to keep her occupied and keep her so she couldn't see outside. And then when he got here, we had a little lookout, which is our friend Kristen. And then she was supposed to call and let us know that Mike was here, but then Allison was being a little difficult, and so she wouldn't leave her desk. So she was causing us a little panic around the office, but we're glad it all worked out good.
It's very overwhelming. I'm shaking and not at all what I ever would have expected or dreamed, far, far beyond my dreams. Because he included everyone who I love and who I love being around, and that meant a lot.
Thank you.
Remember I told you yesterday, he's been acting weird. I know. Did you notice that we were acting weird? We were like,
And now for a look at national and international headlines, here's Ed WILLHIDE.
Thanks, Dan. In Iraq on Tuesday, a suicide bomber unleashed a blast in a Baghdad fish market, and 2 Shiite families were found slain north of the capital as violence across Iraq claimed at least 51 lives. The U.S. military announced the deaths of 9 soldiers and 2 Marines in what has been a deadly period for American forces in Iraq. At least 15 servicemen have been killed in fighting since Saturday. Sunni politicians expressed worries over a new government plan to stop sectarian violence. The plan, announced a day earlier by the Prime Minister, won some praise in Parliament Tuesday, but Shiite and Sunni leaders delayed potentially contentious talks to work out its details. Also in Baghdad Tuesday, judges postponed the verdict in the war crimes trial of Saddam Hussein, a delay that comes amid growing concern that any ruling would inflame Iraq's deadly sectarian divide. The tribunal faces a dilemma. A death sentence for the former leader could enrage Sunnis, while anything less is sure to spark Shiite fury. It is a far cry from the hopes of many U.S. and Iraqi officials when the trial began nearly a year ago. Also on Tuesday, North Korea triggered a global alarm by saying it will conduct a nuclear test, a step in the manufacture of atomic bombs that it views as a deterrent against any U.S. attack. Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice called North Korea's announcement a very provocative act. It was the first time that the North had publicly announced its intent to conduct a nuclear test. Previously, it had warned that it might conduct a test depending on U.S. actions. The announcement drew rebukes from Japan, the U.S., and South Korea, and many experts believe North Korea has enough radioactive material to build at least a half-dozen or more nuclear weapons. The White House, which has denied it has any intention of attacking the communist nation, also denounced the threat as a provocative action that would only further isolate the North Korean regime. Japan's foreign minister called the North's nuclear test plans totally unforgivable and said Japan would react sternly if the North conducted the tests.
Thank you, Ed. Be sure to read Chris Tonieri's story in today's Bee about the dangers surrounding Modesto's railroad crossings and how the Modesto Police Department's railroad crossing enforcement operation is creating awareness of the potentially dangerous railway intersections downtown. Thanks for watching today's edition. For all the day's top stories, turn to the Modesto Bee or keep it here at modbee.com.
For home delivery of the Modesto Bee, please call 1-800-776-4233.
Have you visited The Hive lately? The Hive is a community blogging site for modbee.com that provides a forum for discussion of community issues. Bloggers include bee reporters, editors, and readers with strong feelings on everything from politics to poetry. Go to thehive.modbee.com and start blogging today.